This is Adam Martin with your Western District Fishing Report. The extended run of spring weather has been treating anglers pretty well at the big lakes. The shallow bass bite was very sporadic this year, and many of the fish are now post-spawn and showing up on the ledges. Crankbaits and Carolina rigs have been the most productive lures lately, but as usual, the ledge fishing is much better if you can find the right schools on your electronics first. The crappie fishing has been excellent for many anglers who have been able to find fish in deeper water. The majority of the crappie spawn occurred last week, but with temperatures still favorable, there are still some fish shallow. With the end of the crappie spawn, we have seen a big push of red ear and bluegill into the shallows. To target the red ear, look for small, shallow pockets with wind protection and flooded vegetation like mustard flowers or buckbrush. The red ear spook easily, so start deeper and work your way shallower while trying to create as little noise as possible. Redworms or crickets on a bottom rig is always a good choice for these lakes where 12-inch red ear are relatively common. Red ear and bluegill are colonial spawners, so when you catch one, stick around the same general area and you're more likely to catch a few more. Channel catfish are also showing up on the banks and can be targeted with a variety of live baits or stink baits. In the tailwaters, the skipjack fishing has been decent, but it's greatly dependent on the discharge through the dams. Striper have been biting really well if you can target the schools of bait fish, and for bow fishermen, this is a great time of year to target gar or buffalo, and please try to shoot some Asian carp while you're out there. If you decide to get out on the water, please remember to be courteous to your fellow anglers and always wear your life jackets and kill switches.
This is Jeff Crosby with the Central Fisheries District Fishing Report. Water temperatures are running in the low to mid 70s across the area. It's mid-May and many fishermen are beginning to experience some success fishing for bluegill and red ear at many of our small state-owned lakes such as Beaver, Bolts, Elmer, and McNeely lakes. Fishermen are catching these fish using redworms, popeye jigs, waxworm, or crickets when fished along the edges of aquatic vegetation at these lakes. Crappie are being caught at many of our area lakes also, especially Taylorsville, Harrington, Gist Creek, and Elmer Davis lakes. Crappie can be found along bank areas where brush or fallen trees are located. Try fishing with live minnows or crappie jigs in 4 to 8 feet of water. Bass fishing at many of our lakes is slow due to post-spawn conditions. However, bass are feeding on spawning shad, which can be found along many rocky banks, especially at Taylorsville, Harrington, and Gist Creek lakes. Crankbaits, spinner baits, and chatterbaits are great lures to try to catch a few of these fish. Also, don't forget to throw a few soft plastics or pig and jig combinations along shoreline cover to catch a few fish. Finally, ponds and lakes that are part of the Fishing in Neighborhoods program or FINS program have recently been stocked with channel catfish. These catfish can be caught on a variety of lures such as night crawlers, chicken livers, or any type of commercial stink baits bought at your local sporting goods stores. Check out the department's website at fw.ky.gov for a complete list of FINS lakes in your area. So grab a pole and enjoy some great fishing, and I hope to see you on the water.